Correct. Same thing. The moon just dominates the eye, and the eye doesn't close down enough, doesn't close the iris enough to see the stars.
Well, I know we've got advanced technologies, and I know the A-bomb and the hydrogen bomb and the superconducting super colliders are real, and I know that there are some space plane programs, even if you say there aren't a Dr. Schmitt, that are going on. And so that's why I believe in our potential, and I want to believe we went to the moon, and I believe you. When you sit here, I mean, you sound very credible to me. You say you don't get asked this on the street. People are probably scared to ask you. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it all over the news.
No. The American people are never scared to ask anybody a question. Never, believe me.
Well, I mean, certainly, it's becoming a bigger controversy, and that's why I brought it up.
I understand. You have to deal with it. Fortunately, I don't.
Well, I mean, I know you're right about the global warming being a hoax, and, I mean, there's government and corporations engaged in a hoax, so I think how do we fix this crisis of confidence? Because it's even happening not just with the government, as you know, it's happening with people in business now. How do we fix that?
Well, I think you fix it by, again, people of common sense taking back control of their government and making it right, and getting good people to run for office. I personally would like to see term limits, but you're never going to get the Congress to do it. That's something the states are going to have to do if we're ever going to have a constitutional amendment. The founders just didn't realize that their successors would make a career out of going into politics. It was not on their visible horizon.
Sure, we only got about 2.5 minutes left. Dr. Schmitt, one word to describe what it's like to be 400,000 miles away or less from the Earth. One word to describe standing on another planet.
Privilege. I was greatly honored and privileged to have an opportunity to do it, as were all of my colleagues. We were just the tip of the spear. 450,000 Americans held that spear, and we just represented them on the moon, but they made it happen.
And that is my last question on the issue, and then I won't ever bring it up to you again, I promise, if you join us again. How did the film make it back through the Van Allen radiation belt?
Well, that belt's doesn't have that much radiation. If it was going to damage the film, it would have damaged us. There is radiation there, and if you lingered in it over time, you could accumulate a dose that could be a problem. But we went through it so fast that there wasn't any significant dose on the film or on us.
Well, you know what's neat? We're starting to see space tourism. If they'd really give us a space program, some of us could live long enough to actually go to the moon. But pretty soon they'll say the moon doesn't exist, and maybe it's made out of cheese. Let me tell you, Mr. Schmitt, Dr. Schmitt, Return to the Moon is the book. He's out there exposing global warming as the fraud it is, man-made global warming. Is there any websites to fire out, sir, or any other info?
No, I think if people look at the book Return to the Moon, they'll know what the future will be and how the...
Yeah, I'd like to have you back up in the next few months to just talk about the book itself and more about the moon. And thank you for entertaining those questions. Let me say bye to you here at the end. Retransmission starts now. Infowars.com.